What's up, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. We've got some massive NBA news dropping right now, starting with the Boston Celtics. Jayson Tatum is back on the court, but the big question on everyone's mind is how Jaylen Brown is feeling about sharing the spotlight again. We're breaking down Brown's candid comments about his partnership with Tatum and what it means for their championship aspirations. And speaking of the Celtics, their head coach Joe Mazzulla is making waves with his unique coaching style and his even more unique press conferences. After Jaylen Brown's controversial ejection, Mazzulla dropped a legendary analogy that had everyone talking. We'll tell you exactly what he said and why it's got the league buzzing. But the drama didn't stop there. The Boston Celtics faced off against the San Antonio Spurs in a game packed with intensity, including that pivotal ejection of Jaylen Brown. We're going deep into the game's takeaways, the reactions from players like Jayson Tatum, and the wider implications for both teams as the season heats up. Finally, we're rounding out our NBA update with a look at the broader landscape of player dynamics and team rivalries. From superstar chemistry to coaching philosophies, we're covering it all. Make sure you're subscribed and have that notification bell on so you don't miss any of these breaking stories.
Looking for a fast-charging, ultra-responsive stylus for your iPad? Meet the 2X Fast Charge Active Stylus Pen, designed for 2018 to 2025 Apple iPads. Take your creativity and productivity to the next level. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Jaylen Brown opens up on Jayson Tatum chemistry post-injury return. The Boston Celtics are back to full strength with Jayson Tatum's return, but the real story is the dynamic between him and Jaylen Brown. For much of the season, Brown has been the undisputed leader, but now that Tatum is healthy, the question of their partnership is back in the spotlight. During a recent appearance on the Cousins podcast with Vince Carter and Tracy McGrady, Jaylen Brown addressed the ongoing speculation surrounding his relationship with his superstar teammate. Brown emphasized their shared history and success, stating, "We've accomplished a lot. We've won a lot and we're one of the bigger profiles in the game, and it's the Boston Celtics. So, anytime if one of us scratch our alike, it's going to be on the news, right?" He reassured fans that they are on the same page and had a productive conversation about their collective goals, highlighting that their energy influences the entire team. Since Tatum's return, the Celtics have secured 2 victories in 3 games, a testament to their seamless reintegration. While a recent ejection for Brown prevented a potential perfect record in Tatum's comeback games, the overall transition appears remarkably smooth, a feat not surprising given their nearly decade-long tenure as teammates. But how did this dynamic duo fare on the court during a chaotic game? Stay tuned as we break down the controversial ejection that had everyone talking. Joe Mazzulla's hilarious analogy roasts NBA ref after Jaylen Brown ejection. The Boston Celtics' recent clash with the San Antonio Spurs took a dramatic turn when Jaylen Brown was ejected in the second quarter after receiving 2 quick technical fouls. The controversial call left many, including Brown and his coach, frustrated. When asked about the ejection, Celtics head coach Joe Mazzulla delivered a classic Mazzulla response, using a hilarious analogy involving his high school principal and a hall monitor. He stated, "I just give a ton of credit to my high school principal. He had the balls to throw a student out. He didn't leave it to the hall monitor." Mazzulla elaborated that the principal, representing referee Tyler Ford, should have handled the situation directly instead of leaving the second technical foul, and the ejection to another official, Sayesh Mehta, who he likened to a hall monitor. The analogy clearly conveyed Mazzulla's belief that the primary official should have taken responsibility for the ejection, rather than deferring it. While Mazzulla's comments can sometimes be cryptic, this particular jab at the officiating was remarkably clear and has become a major talking point. Beyond the coaching commentary, this game was packed with critical moments and takeaways. We're diving into the full game report and what it means for the Celtics season. Celtics vs. Spurs, ejections, Wembanyama's brilliance, and key takeaways. The highly anticipated matchup between the Boston Celtics and the San Antonio Spurs delivered drama, exceptional performances, and a controversial ejection. Victor Wembanyama put on a show, But the game was also defined by Jaylen Brown's second-quarter exit following 2 technical fouls. Brown's ejection stemmed from arguing a no-call and then receiving a second technical shortly after. This led to widespread reactions, with Jayson Tatum expressing his disagreement with the official's decision. Coach Joe Mazzulla's memorable analogy about a principal and a hall monitor also highlighted the frustration with the officiating. Despite the setback, the Celtics rallied but ultimately fell short against a dominant Wembanyama, who tied his career high. This game provided significant insights into the Celtics' competitiveness against elite teams, even shorthanded. The loss underscored their resilience but also exposed areas for improvement. The Spurs' victory, powered by Wembanyama, further solidified their position and offered a potential preview of future playoff matchups. But the Celtics' story doesn't end with this single game's outcome. We're looking at the broader picture and what's next for the team. Celtics Daily Links, Brown's ejection, Tatum's return, and more NBA buzz. Dive into the latest headlines surrounding the Boston Celtics, focusing on the fallout from Jaylen Brown's ejection against the Spurs and the positive impact of Jayson Tatum's return. Reports detail Brown's vocal frustration with the officials, even posting on social media from the locker room. Coach Joe Mazzulla's strong defense of Brown, using his now famous principal analogy, has also been a major talking point. Beyond the Celtics' internal drama, the links cover a range of NBA news. We see updates on other players like Bam Adebayo's historic scoring night and trade buzz surrounding Peyton Pritchard. The discussions also touch upon the Celtics' overall competitiveness, their standing in the Eastern Conference, and how they stack up against top teams like the Spurs, especially with key players in and out of the lineup. From player reactions to expert analysis, these links paint a comprehensive picture of the NBA landscape. That's a wrap on our Celtics deep dive, but we're not done yet. Get ready for a lightning-fast recap of all today's top stories. And that's a wrap on today's top stories. We saw Jaylen Brown and Jayson Tatum reaffirming their bond with the Celtics, Joe Mazzulla dropping a legendary analogy about refs, the Celtics battling hard in a chaotic Spurs game, and a flood of other NBA news. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more daily updates, hit that notification bell, drop a comment below with your thoughts, and follow us on all our social channels. We'll see you in the next one.